Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, bringing you another weekend edition of the Salary Cap Report. We saw some player salaries change today, at least I did when I booted up my game, which is kind of nice because I didn't want to make this Salary Cap Report episode one where I mostly just talk about the packs that I was saving that I wanted to open up in this video today. But now we have a couple of things to talk about, right? We have these salary changes, which means we are going to have to modify our lineup. You can see here towards the bottom of the screen, my team salary is now 10,600. And I ended up playing a salary cap game offline yesterday, which meant that my lineup as of yesterday was compliant. It was at 10,000 salary. So looks like we have some tweaking to do to our roster. But the first thing I want to talk about is we have the park win streaks back on Sundays for festivals, hopefully for the foreseeable future with all future festivals. And what I mean by that is we don't have the 25 game win streaks anymore, which is pretty nice. I was really I don't know if I want to say frustrated. I was more so surprised that 2K gave us that 25 game win streak very early in season 1 for that 92 plus promo pack. It just didn't make a lot of sense because the reward didn't feel like it was worth grinding for. Like the juice was not worth the squeeze, if that makes sense. Winning 25 games in a row for a 92 plus, even if it was back in the early days of season 1, just felt like way too much work for that kind of a reward. And given the value of Pink Diamond Pumpkins, at least in this festival, the Pink Diamond event card really isn't as valuable, in my opinion, as in previous festivals, like in 2K25, where even if you didn't have like a particular player or coach item or maybe a 10 box that you wanted to use your Pink Diamond collectible towards, you were always able to go into the exchange and break down your high tier collectible into those badge deluxe and shoe takeover packs. However, the issue with this year's promo, at least as of right now, is that we have a really high cost of entry for these exchange items. We have a 1 amethyst pumpkin requirement for the badge deluxe, and then 2 of these amethyst pumpkins required for the shoe and takeover, which means it's going to be much more difficult to get to basically farm MT compared to last year's festivals where it was much easier to do so. So that was a long-winded way of me saying that the Pink Diamonds pumpkins, like in this event, may not carry the same amount of weight as they did in previous events, but I still want to give it a shot. I have a little bit of time this morning, so yeah, we're going to give it a shot in duos with my buddy, and we'll see if we're able to get it done. I feel like it's going to be fun because earlier on in the year, everyone's not going to have those crazy OP cards. Yes, there are going to be, some Pink Diamond KDs, probably some Pink Diamond LeBrons that people already have out there in the park streets. But, we're going to give it a shot and we'll see what ends up happening. Just really happy to see that the park win streak is back for the Halloween festival. Because if anything, that means that we're going to hopefully see the 5 game win streaks back in future festivals. And I feel like I'm kind of burying the lead. I should have mentioned it off the top if I didn't mention it already. It's 5 wins in a row that you need for the Pink Diamond Pumpkin. It's not the 25 like we had earlier in season 1, which was really frustrating. 5 is nice, and I think if you hit 15 games in a row, you're going to end up getting a deluxe pack from the Chill set, which is not too bad. So again, I don't know if I'm going to be grinding up to that point. I feel like if I can hit 5, I will take my ball and go home, and I'll be pretty happy about that, but we'll see where the morning takes us, right? So yeah, really nice to see that in the game. And then agenda-wise, I did want to show you guys that I was able to complete the agendas for this Diamond Pumpkin event card. It's really nice that I got lucky in Season 1, and I was able to get a Chills player as one of my Amethyst hidden gems in Buddy Healed, which was pretty dope. Getting all the agendas done with him was really, really easy because Buddy Healed's a great shooter. So I was able to get the majority of those agendas done without really having to sweat much at all, which is pretty nice. And speaking of agendas, we are still grinding for that Austin Reeves card because even though he's probably not going to play for us at all in salary cap right now, with the salary cap being at 10,000 salary, he could be a card that we may want to consider running in the future if his salary drops down to like, you know, 2,000 to 2,500. I think he came into the game at 2,500 salary. We can see what his salary is going for right now, but I think he's probably a little higher than the 2,500 that he came into the game with. I would not be shocked if he's at 5,000, and he is at 5,000 salary. I'm assuming Butler and Edgecombe are still each at 2,000, and they are. I actually knew the answer on these guys. I'll show you why right now, because as I mentioned, I think at the top of this video, my team salaries, or my team salary is at 10,600, which is not great. And taking a look, a lot of the Sapphire cards that I want to run are at 800 salary. You know, the changes that happened for me, it looks like, Bimbo Coles up to 800 salary from 500. Kelly Oubre, I think, was at 500 or 600 salary. He's up to 800. And then I have, I think, one of my gold cards, Tyler Zeller, went up to 300 salary. So we have a lot of changes that we have to make, but I do want to show you guys that there are some changes that were made, at least to my player salaries, that were positive changes for me. If we go to 1,200 salary yesterday, and I think honestly since last weekend, we did not see any Amethyst, in my collection at least, that were at 1,200 salary. The cheapest salaried Amethyst I had was Bronny James's Hidden Gems at 1,500, and he is still at 1,500. But now at 1,200, I have the Ignite Amethyst Dion Waiters. I ended up getting him, I think, in one of my last pack opening videos in a salary cap report episode. So we may end up running him. I don't know if he's going to be great for us, but a 1,200 salary Amethyst is really nice because it's going to open up, it's going to basically open up our team salary if we want to include, you know, other higher tier cards. And he does come with gold lightning launch, which is pretty nice. The other thing that's really, really nice, Henry Bibby and Earl the Pearl Monroe, they are each 500 salary still. So I think bringing in their dynamic duo, especially if you're someone like me, who's mostly playing salary cap offline this season, there's really no reason for you to not bring them unless you just don't have them. Getting two cards that get basically boosted up to Amethyst for a combined 1,000 salary is really nice, even with them being undersized. I feel like the name of the game when it comes to scoring against the CPU is getting those blow-by animations, getting the CPU defenders that are, you know, helping off the ball to crash into you, and then you can kick out to a wide-open three-point shooter. So Henry Bibby has been great in getting that action for me off the bench in salary cap. But yeah, moving on to 800 salary, you can see that we have more rubies that are now at 800 salary, like Ricky Davis, which is really nice. Bailey Howell is not too bad. A couple of the Series 1 cards. Really nothing like crazy of note to talk about here, but it's just nice to see more cards being accessible to us at these lower salary values. Moving on to 500, finally one of my guys, James Posey, is now available for me to run at 500 salary, which is really, really nice. I'm probably going to bench Bimbo Coles for Dion Waiters, but if I wanted to bring in a Sapphire point guard for 500, Earl Watson has a ton of badges as a Sapphire card. He's going to be fun to potentially bring in and run him. Aaron McKee, another card who's at 500 salary. Wish he was at point guard because he's only 6'5", but he's a pretty decent card if I remember. I think his defense is pretty nice. Let's see if I'm correct on that. 87 three-pointer. I mean, yeah, not anything crazy, but 87 perimeter and 66 interior. Honestly, not too bad for a Sapphire card. And then lastly, the one thing I wanted to show you guys at the Emerald tier here is if we go to 300 salary, my guy Keontae George, who's probably the best value you're going to get in salary cap at the Emerald tier, he's at 300 salary. And so is Andre Blatch, who, yes, he has no badges, but he's a 6'11" small forward eligible card with a pretty decent jump shot. So I like Andre Blatch quite a bit. Derek Martin's also kind of fun. He's only 5'11", but he comes with a bunch of badges that are gold, and a lot of them are good ones like Deadeye and Dimer. So yeah, a bunch of pretty decent options in my opinion. Again, we're not going to tweak our lineup right now, only because I want to open up some packs, and then we'll see what we're at, you know, in terms of like how long this video has been going. Maybe we'll end up making our lineup in this video. But yeah, we have a lot of packs that we have to open up. Let's just get this daily login Chills Festival pack out of the way. Probably gonna get another gold card out of this. Yep. Let me know in the comments if you guys are getting anything that are not gold pumpkins out of your daily logins. I feel like they're going to be gold almost every single time. If not, maybe you get lucky and you see a ruby. And speaking of lucky, I hope that we get lucky opening up these packs right here. Again, we have a bunch of packs to open up, including all the wild gems packs from this past Tuesday. I've been literally saving them for like 5 days because I kept wanting to open them in a salary cap report episode for you guys, and then I kept delaying it for whatever reason. All right, here we go. We'll start with gold. We're going to open up all these wild gems packs first. Get this gold one out of the way. We get Kyle Lowry. We get Big Booty Lowry. Cool. Don't think he's going to ever play for me, but always nice to get a player whose name I recognize out of these wild gems packs. Here's an Emerald Wild Gems. We get Joe Smith. Exciting. Cool. Thanks, 2K. All right. 84 plus. I feel like I don't really know what Wild Gems 84 pluses I would even really care about. I mean, a Robert Covington would be awesome. Not for the lock-in or for the exchange. We get Walt Williams, who I think I have already. I don't. Okay. But yeah, Robert Covington would have been nice. I'm going to say the same names that I always do whenever I open up this 87 plus. Austin Rivers, Mario Chalmers, even a Yusuf Nurkic. Cards like that would be fantastic. Let's see who we get. We get the shortest player in the game in Muggsy Bogues, which is kind of funny. We'll take Muggsy. Sure, why not? 5'3". Okay. We have, let's get these 3 87 plus packs out of the way right here. 87 plus pack number 1 gets us Trae Young, who we already have, and we have him unauctionable, and there's nothing really worth it for me to use in the exchange with him, so I'm just gonna have to quick sell him. We'll love to see 2K update the exchange a little bit, but I don't think they're going to, which is fine. Another 87 plus. Can we get a player who we don't have? We unfortunately get another player who I believe we have unauctionable. Yeah, unauctionable. That's fine. Trying to speed through some of these because I want to get to these Rainmakers and Green Machine Deluxe packs, which I'm very excited about. Got them from Breakout, so we'll have to see how good those packs are going to be for us. Another 87 plus. Jackie Young, who I don't believe we have, so we will take any player who's not in our collection currently. Okay, final 4 packs. We're going to pray for a hidden gem here. A hidden gem ruby would be a pretty nice W for us to take here. Come on, 2K, bless your boy. Not only do we get a gems of the game, we get a gems of the game that we already have, and we have as unauctionable. I just don't know if I'm going to get enough of these ruby gems of the games to care about putting it into that hidden gems exchange. We'll just take the 700 MT. All right, we're going to get this WNBA 90 plus premium out of the way. I think the only ones I have are Kate Martin and then is it Azura Thomas? I just don't want to get either of them. Shooting guard with pogo stick. This isn't Kate, is it? I don't know who this is. That's not Kate Martin. I don't know who that is. Is it bad that I don't know who this is? She seems really happy to be here, though. We get Dunktober Deanna Nolan. Well, I don't have any players from the Dunktober set, so you know what? We'll take it. We will take it. I don't know if she's any good or not. Okay, I just want to take a moment here to refresh my memory on what players were in these sets. So Green Machine, we only have one card and it's a free agent, Del Curry. So any card we get is going to be a new card, basically. Erica Wheeler, Brandon Jennings, PJ Washington, and Marvin Williams are the Amethysts. We're going to get an Amethyst in both packs. I already know it. I guess I would like to see Marvin Williams or PJ Washington. So we're looking for small forward or power forward, basically. Although knowing my luck, I'm going to probably get Brandon Jennings because I feel like I always get a Brandon Jennings in 2K early in the year. Rainmakers, once again, we have a card already. That's a free agent, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Would love to get him. We're not going to get him. James Donaldson, Nalissa Smith, Marcus Smart, and Trey Murphy. I mean, I would love to get Marcus Smart out of this, obviously. Even Trey Murphy would not be bad. I guess these are the 2 cards I want the most. I think that we're going to get James Donaldson if we get an NBA player. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Let's start with that Green Machine Deluxe pack. So I guess out of this, we're looking for Not a point guard, right? We're looking for no Brandon Jennings and then no Erica something. I forgot her name already. Oh, God. Here we go. Flip it. No point guard. No point guard. God damn it. Here comes Brandon Jennings. That's my guess. Yup. Did I not say we were going to get Brandon Jennings? I know how this game likes to treat me, man. Nothing surprised me. You know, we'll take Brandon Jennings, man. We'll take Brandon. He'll be a fun point guard. The only problem is we have so many Amethyst point guards now, I feel like. But Brandon Jennings, once a Nick, always a Nick. Welcome to the squad. All right. 2K, if you want to give me another point guard in this pack, I would not be mad. Let's flip it and see. Or I should say we should rip it and see. Rainmakers Deluxe. We get a diamond. I forgot who the diamonds were already. Damn. I can't believe we actually got a diamond out of a deluxe pack. We'll take that. Okay, let's flip it and see. Come on, Jaren Jackson Jr. Oh my God. No, it's a woman. Oh well, that's fine. I got so excited and ended up being a freaking WNBA player, man. We get Alana Smith. We were so close. So close from getting, to getting Jaren Jackson Jr. We end up getting Diamond Alana Smith. Damn. I just want to take a moment to tell you guys, this is why I am not going to be crazy about grinding to whatever it is, 15 wins to get that Chills Deluxe pack. Because there's a chance you're going to get that WNBA player Amethyst card or the WNBA Diamond like I just got. Like, I'm not mad. I got a Diamond WNBA player, which is obviously not great. But I literally got that card just from playing Breakout. Let's take a look at some of these new cards right here and see. Brandon Jennings, I don't know what his salary is. He is at 2,000 salary, so we're not going to run him. Who else did I want to look at? Alana Smith is at 5,000 salary. A 6'4" power forward center. Great. Oh, 2K. Oh, that is so sad. Literally got trolled so hard. Man, good job. I'm not even mad. Good job by 2K. Could have literally gone. I mean, I don't know if Tyler Hero would have even been worse. Aren't they like the same height? He's taller. Not even mad, man. Look, again, I can't complain because it wasn't an Amethyst, but I would have rather have gotten like any of the Amethyst cards that are not Nelisa Smith than getting Alana Smith, but whatever. It is what it is, man. All right, well, I don't know if I'm going to work on my lineup in this video. I think I'm going to stop right here, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Hopefully you guys, if you are competing in the park for that 5-game win streak, I hope everybody watching this video is able to get to at least 5 wins, and if you want to hit a win streak total that's higher than that, well, I hope you can hit that as well. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Until next time, I'll see you later.